Welcome to Wealth is Gangsta. We still getting in tune. You see the back still looking crazy. But what I'm going to talk about today is just the mindset of building wealth from nothing. Like, I'm tired of us pushing on to kids, go get a job at the dollar store, go get a job at McDonald's, go get a job here and there. And these kids bringing home a couple $100s every week, stressed out because all that money gone soon they get paid. Instead of saying, okay, go get a job, but what we're going to do is start your business too. Let's add the business part to it. Let's start what do you like to do? That's why I ask every child, what do you like to do? Boom, that's a business. No matter what they like to do, it's a business. Everything around us is money. But as the adults, we have to give them space and backing to be creative. And you'll be surprised that a lot of kids will retire their parents if we would just open their mindset to just think big and do big instead of just sports or go get a job. It's our job as the parents to tell a kid to take it to the next level. I be real with them. Tell them that you don't like your job. Tell them you do it just for them. Let's be real with these kids. Quit lying like everything is perfect or you love the way you know you don't. And quit telling them to go to school and get a job when you know that you was told to go to school and get a job and you ended up in a place you don't want to end up. Let's just add more. I don't like the system, so I'm always going to be against schools and, a lot of sports and a lot of different little stuff that we got to go through the system to get. But even if you are going to be part of the system, be real with them and let them know what they're going against. So if you're going to play this sport, you're going to start a business while you're in school, middle school, because the percentages of making are slim. Tell the kids that. Let's quit gassing them up. They might be great talent. Great talent don't always make it. We know that. I put that in my book. How many people that you can walk around and say, oh man, he could have made it. She could have made it. He could have made it. She could have made it. Everybody that I know 20, 30, 40 people or more. But let's be real that it's just too many people trying to make it in sports and there's not enough jobs. It's impossible. So some of the greats won't make it. But what I can do as a kid, I can show you how to start a business right now. You might be a millionaire before that great guy with talent even make it to college. So that's what we need to put into them. Let's inspire them to be great. Let's inspire them to let's do more. Be more than an athlete. Let's pump the kids up and tell them other stuff like how we pump them up on the football field. Yeah, scream. Let's do that with business. Let's do that with just starting up, open up your mind what you want to do. Are you like play video games all day? Well, you need to learn about making a video game. Or you like to do this, whatever they like to do, that is a business. And that's one thing I always teach my kids in the CEO Youth League, that everything that you see is $1 million business. Anything you see in my background is $1 million business. This is $1 million business. Cars, water, like I don't care, a nail, the paint that you see on the wall. It's a family making millions and millions of dollars off that paint. The board over here, I just got random stuff in there because I'm cleaning out my thrift store. But my point is, everything around us is money, but we don't think of it like that. So that's why I always question kids, because I'll be like, for $100, find anything outside that's not $1 million company. And I haven't been proven wrong once, because no matter what you point to, it's a company that make $1 million off that. The trees, the paint, the street pavement, the rocks, the dirt, whatever you see. So this is the part of the Wealth is Gangsta teachings that I'm gonna be giving, that everything is money. We just have to open our mind to figure out how to make money off the stuff that's around us. And so I had a student the other day. He was talking about his mom wanted him to go to McDonald's and get a job, and I think they pay like 7 something, 8 or whatever. I don't know, but I'm like, okay, that's cool, but I can show you I just picked one of the random businesses I do, and it was that day I was scrapping. I had my truck full. I said, what they pay you every week or every 2 weeks, I can show you how to make that every 2-3 days scrapping. Just loading up truck full of metal, just riding around with one of the workers and just picking up truck or cleaning out a job, doing a clean out, and you take that to the scrap. Just the scrapping part. And there's other parts of that we got the thrift stores, other parts that when we clean our houses that we make money, But I'm just particularly talking about just scrapping. I can show him how to make more money doing that. So just think about if you got the job and you scrapping. Now your scrap money, that's what you investing in. That's what you starting your business in. That's what you putting up. Teaching them about saving money, teaching them about investing money. We got to do this young. That's why we so behind as a people, because the stuff that other races teach their kids, we don't know until we 30. And half of us don't know that then. So this is very important to just, as elders, as the older people, we have to push growth and push blossoming mentally to the kids instead of just sports. Just, oh, you go to college. Most of these kids go to college. I know people that got master's degrees can't find a job nowhere in this world. Got all the book sense, but can't start a company to save their life. Don't know how to start anything to provide for a family to save their life. Still need an opportunity after all the debt, after all the years after all the years going to school and learning and studying and this and that. If someone don't give them a job, it doesn't matter. That's why one of my favorite quotes is from 50 Cent when he had said, I'm a dropout, but the people that work for me went to Harvard. That is so real. I'm a dropout. Last grade I completed was 8th grade was the last grade I completed. I went to high school for maybe 2 months, and then I went to a little alternative school, then I just quit. I did go back to college and get my GED and get me a little associate's degree or whatever, just some dumb stuff that got me in a little debt. I ain't go super crazy with it, but I got too much debt behind classes. I didn't need no class to start business. And I think I I had a business then. I had the RTR record label. I had that before I even went to college. So that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of this stuff is just to make our parents feel good, to feel like we accomplished something, to put that paper on the wall that don't mean nothing but you're indebted. Unless it's like 8 jobs, 8 fields that you must go to college for. Everything else is just a feel good. You know, and it's something to say about some of the social stuff. That's cool. Wooty-woo, that's cool. But we got social media. We got other ways. If you build a business, the world will know you anyway. So who you network with at a college campus to get in debt ain't going to be worth it. So my thing is, we got to stop pushing just jobs. I'm not going to say don't have the kids get a job, but just jobs. Let's open up more opportunities to their mindset. Let's tell them. Let's tell them, okay, let's start a lemonade stand. Okay, once you get off work, let's start you some shirts. Sell you some shirts. Press you up 10 shirts. No lie, my last job that I had, I was sitting there at the machine, and I think I was making like 3 something a week. This was, oh man, it's years and years ago. I was making 3 something a week. And while I was at the machine, I told myself, I can sell 30 shirts a week. Of really and real, I can sell 30 shirts a week, $10 a shirt, and make the same thing. And I never, because I only had probably 4 jobs my whole life anyway, so I was never really big behind jobs. But that day when I was standing at the machine, waiting on that machine to get done, and I told myself that, I haven't worked since. And it's just a simple calculation. Like, I can wake up and legally and figure out a way how to sell a few products. I got a thrift store. I got stuff like this for my antique store. This is one of the things. I had a lady came back from Germany. Where did she go get that? I think Germany, somewhere over there. But yeah, I have a thrift store. I have an online eBay store. I sell low items. I sell high items. I mean, it's just the hustle. It's the spirit, and that's why I tell when a lot of people be like talking down and wishing bad for me to fall off, and I say you can't unless I'm a vegetable. It doesn't matter, because mentally, if I lose everything I'm doing right now, mentally, tomorrow I have a t-shirt company, or I have a water company, or bottled water service, or I have some kind of business tomorrow to start all over again, because it's mental. The hustle and the grind and the know-how to make a dollar is in my mind now. So once we put it in our kids' mind, they won't be just dependent on if somebody gonna give them a job or if an opportunity gonna be there. They're gonna create an opportunity. I never would need an opportunity, because I wake up every day and make my own opportunity. So this is just something that was crossing on my mind. Like I say, a lot of my videos starting off is just quick little insights in my mind. Some of these topics you will be I will be re-discussing, but on a more drawn out level right now. It's just random that I just wake up and I just be like, let me talk about this for a quick little minute. So I'm building up the channel, I'm building up the content, I'm getting used to the camera, but at the same time, I'm giving you little clips of how I be thinking and what I be strategizing on. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna take it to another level when I really start diving in deeper on these subjects. So you're gonna get a lot of 10 to 15-minute videos starting out. Let me get everything going. Let me get the room right. Let me get the mics right. And then you're gonna start seeing the deeper conversations on two of these subjects of what I'm saying now. But I thank you for tuning in. The website coming soon. You're on the channel now. Make sure you like, subscribe, and just share this content and let people know wealth is gangster. The thing is like I came up with the album. I haven't dropped the album in some years, but I'm gonna drop an album. And mine is just like the album is called a different type of gangster. Because I remember years ago when I was talking to a label about, maybe signing a deal or whatever. They would always tell me the gangster T, the gangster T. But you got to understand, first of all, I didn't name myself. I was given that name. The second of all, I turned that into a positive. That's why I ran with the wealth is gangster. That's why everything I do is gangster. When you talking about taking care of your community, is gangster. When you talking about building your own community, that's gangster. When you talking about growing your own foods, that's gangster. When you talking about educating your own kids, housing yourself, protecting yourself in your neighborhood, these are the different forms of gangster that I'm gonna stand on. And it's gonna clash with a lot of street dudes because I don't live by those same principles and those same rules that they live by. I'm not out here with the dumb stuff, the bang bang and hard gang. All that shit is foolish, man. I'm telling you, it's foolish, man. The white man sitting back, just laughing like, come on, man, come on. And then half these people that's gang or this and that, when they get behind them walls, all that's through. They realize, damn, I fucked up. I really would have been real if I'd have just chilled at the house. I really been real if I'd have took care of them kids or took care of that girl. Or, you know what I'm saying? That's the real shit. Taking care of family, building something. That's real. Not proving yourself to some streets that, what is it to prove? A bunch of people that mostly failed in life, that the white man got their neck, that got their foot on their neck, can't go nowhere, can't go out the country, can't go out the state, you know what I'm saying? But they the hardest. They run these blocks, but they don't own nothing on the block. And this stuff I'm gonna be talking about in my book, The Streets Lied to Us, because how we can't, the shot callers got to be different. I'm gonna get ready to get up off here because I'm getting to my little limit on the minutes I want to do right now. As I grow, like I say, I'm gonna be into longer conversations, but the shot callers got to be different, because how do you run a block you don't own nothing on? You don't provide no jobs on this corner. And I'm talking about legal jobs. And most of them don't even provide no illegal jobs. You know what I'm saying? They just out there talking and I went to the pen, this and that. I mean, you got caught. I respect a lot of dudes that went to the pen, this and that, but I don't respect people that glorify, because all that means is you got caught. So let's just change the narrative. Let's change what's being real. That's the first trap in my book. I call my chapters are traps, because that's what we stuck in. I don't call them chapter 1, chapter 2. It's going to be trap 1, trap 2. So first trap is definition of real, because I'm tired of people doing dysfunctional, dumb stuff, but put it in the name of being real. And it's going to take the old heads, the ones that still got close ties. A lot of them streets dudes ain't gonna talk to nobody that's way past them. But I pull up, they know what it is. They know I come from that. They know I'm built off that. They know I still personify that. I'm not getting up here being on no bougie stuff. Like, nah, we from the streets. But even if we from the streets, that's why I stay with the wealth is gangster. Because I can be with the G's, I can be with the gangsters, I can be with all that and tell them, man, all that's dumb. Let's be gangster, but let's go wake up and run our business. Roll up some top flight and go open up a business. You know what I'm saying? Like let's we can keep it G'd up. You can stay fly. You can stay big chain. You can stay all that, but we can do it legal. So we're gonna keep this G thing rolling, but the G thing is just gonna be different on the scene. So the album, so the book coming out, Streets Lied to Us. I'm gonna dive in on that, and the album coming a different type of gangster. Cause I'm gonna give you that gangster music, but it's just gonna be different. So I just want to come on here, man. I'm at my 15-minute limit for today. Wealth is Gangster. YouTube, subscribe, like, share, and let's build with me. One.